Hi everyone, it's Danielle. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to make a video today getting ready with what I've normally been doing. Honestly, for like the last week, I came back to New York after visiting my family in LA, and this is what I've been gravitating towards now that it's not full summer weather, but it's getting close. So this has been my sort of go-to thing since I've been back home, and yeah, just chat a bit. I've been like, you know, obviously not making a lot of videos and not after like traveling, like just feeling a little crazy. But I just wanted to hop back on here and get back into the routine of like doing this. And yeah, let's get into it. So I'm not gonna be like super explicit with what I'm doing because I also just want to try and talk. Famous last words, I'll probably be very explicit. But I'm gonna start a bin. I already have moisturizer and sunscreen on from this morning or like an hour ago. I've been using the Hollywood Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury a lot as sort of a primer. I'm in the shade 3. And when I use this, I've been using it, I think I said this in my travel video, but I've been using this alone a lot. And when I use it, I'm gonna put foundation over this, but I haven't been using a highlight and I've been really liking that. I've been trying to sort of mitigate not wearing base products, but also like getting enough coverage that I need. In the summer, I really love not putting anything on my skin, but I do some days need some things, and I'm going to work and I'm, you know, being places where I feel like I just need to look like a little more pulled together. And having that on has definitely helped that. For foundation, I'm going to use my Dior Air Flash. I'm in the shade 300. I put it on a sponge. I particularly like the Real Technique sponge, or a sponge with like a flat top at the end, because that's where I'm going to spray the product. I spray it like this. You can kind of see that some's gotten on there. And then I'm just putting this in the center of my face. Like, this is really where I need a little bit of coverage, and it blends into the skin so nicely you can't really tell that anything's there or that there's just product in the middle of your face. So yeah, well, I pounced that. I don't know, I have decided that for through the rest of the summer, I'm on a no buy as far as beauty products go. I'm also going to try and keep it for my closet as well until I do like a major declutter. But I really realized that I could survive off them. I don't even have that gigantic a collection, but I could survive off the makeup I have for years. But I was also visiting my extended family before I went back to my hometown, and just seeing like these teenagers and how they're like into makeup. And like on my one 16-year-old cousin's counter, there was like a bottle of like one of the like Farsali elixirs or whatever. I was like, you don't even maybe need that. Like, what is happening? So this idea that I don't know, everyone's like, we feel like we need more things and that we're marketing, especially to teens, that they think they need all these things to like be pretty, and it's the total opposite. Really got me. So I want to just try and use what I have, and really sort of, that's why I came here, is to like lean into less is more and like all of these things. And that's really where I come from mentally about beauty. And I think this will sort of force me back on course back there. I will say that I do have a Rouge reward from Sephora that I think will expire before, I'm kind of trying to do this until the end of August before that happens. So that will be my one exception. And if for any reason I do feel like I genuinely need something, I have to run it by 3 friends, and 2 of those 3 friends have to give it the okay. So that's my rules for my no buy. I'm gonna pop some blush on. I've been getting back into my Glossier Cloud Paints. I think I'm gonna mix all 3 of these, Dusk, Beam, and Dawn, just the tiniest bit of each. I just love a peachy blush. I think it helps take down, I get redness a little bit in here, and I think when I use too rosy of a blush, it just makes me feel like, why did I put any foundation on my skin? Like, it brings out the my natural redness. I can already tell you, I know that I've gotten too much on here. That's just of Dawn. Oh, wow. This is not gonna be pretty. So I'm gonna mix those together on the back of my hand. But yeah, I've been really enjoying like a more peachy blush. I've been back to my Burt's Bees Bare Peach blush a lot. I love that. I've talked about that before on here. Okay, so I'm gonna start by dotting that on. There's definitely way more over here. I'm just patting that in with my fingers. Sometimes I'll make a little bit, like a half smile. So I don't wanna get the apples, but I wanna get like that meaty piece here. That. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I haven't used, what's that color, Dawn, in a while, and that's like one of the newer shades they came out with like a year ago that's more pigmented, and it's definitely showing up. Let me look in my mirror really quick. Okay, I like that. I feel like the peachiness also like emphasizes a tan. I'm not gonna use any bronzer today, so I just feel like it still has a sunny sort of vibe to it, if that makes any sense. So I'm actually gonna take, I'm gonna put something else on my lips later, but I'm gonna take some of that excess product, I have so much right here, and just pat it onto my lid. Give it like a little baseline of something. I'm gonna wipe the rest of that off. And then we'll go into, the only thing left is eyes. And I guess the lip product I planned on using. But I'm not gonna do highlight again because I'm using the Hollywood Flawless filter under here. I think it's like a really nice natural sort of glow. I'm not really in the mood to use bronzer today. I don't wanna look like too done. It's very, I mean, it's literally the weekend, but it's very much like a weekendy look for me. For eyes, I'm gonna hop into, during Memorial Day, Sephora had like a crazy sale, and I got the Safari palette, which I had thought about for some time, and I've been thoroughly enjoying that. I'm just gonna use some of these more like lighter brown tones. I have a lot of mustardy browns in my collection. That's really like my go-to, but these sort of lighter, not as saturated browns have really been nice. I'm mixing, I mean, it doesn't have tamarind here and amhara, so like a little warmer peachier and a little like more mustardy. And I just throw that into the crease. I'm blending it. As per usual, I'm not being super defined, or I'm a little haphazard with a lot of my eye looks. So now that I feel that those are kind of matched up at least, I'm going to go into the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I've just been using a lot of different, I'm gonna use Primavera here, the sort of more goldy shimmer shade. I've been using, you know, equivalent shades like this from a ton of other palettes to do this. And just putting this right on the inner corner, but on my like actual lid space, patting it on with my finger. Like that, and then I'll take a fluffy brush. I've been using the same fluffy brush for like every shimmer I use, so there's probably already some like sort of sparkles on here, but that way when I'm doing an all matte look or a more matte section, it's not getting shimmery. Yeah, there we go. Gosh, what else do I want to say? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy to get back on here. I've been really like, the whole reason I really started this was to face a lot of fears. Like, this is the scariest thing I've ever done, frankly. I don't like it. I don't like editing footage of myself. I don't like putting myself out there. I don't like the idea that if someone Googled me, they could find this. Like, I can't even dig mentally into that because I will freak the fuck out. But that's why I'm doing it, right? It's like an easy thing to do that scares me, sort of, that might make harder things to do that scare me easier to do. So I really wanted to get back into the swing of this, and like, especially after not doing it for a while, it just gets, the idea gets scarier and scarier and scarier in my head until I just finally do it. So that's why we're back. I apologize for my absence. I'm gonna just run a little bit of brown eyeliner in my waterline on the top eyelid. Again, I do this weird and I apologize if it grosses you out, but I like to pick up my eyelid and just run it right under into the lashes. Like that. I'm really focusing it on the outside right now just to sort of bump up that lash line. For mascara, I haven't found like a summer mascara I've been obsessed with. I might need to pick up something waterproof because I've been rubbing my eyes a lot too, but this is just my mini North Climax. I like the volume of this, but it does flake on me a bit. And then for lips, I recently picked this up. I've been meaning to get a new Glossier Cake Generation G. Mine is here in a purse somewhere. I just have no idea, but I'm trying to tell myself I don't need it, and it's going to emerge the day I buy it, just because that's the kind of life I lead. But I was in an Urban Outfitters the other day picking something else up, and I haven't bought anything from their range, oh hi, but I bought one of their lip colors that's like a knockoff of the Glossier Generation G. It's called the Lip Smudge, and this is in the shade Motive. It's like Cake, but pinkier. It's like that same sort of tone. It's very, for me, my lips but better, like literally is, you won't be able to tell because I put that blush over them already, so it's not really my lip tone, but it's like, you almost can't notice, but it just seems like more sort of blurred and nice. I have been really enjoying this. It has a really similar consistency to the Glossier, a little bit creamier, but not necessarily in a good way. It kind of feels like silicone, and I kind of think it's drying out my lips, but I am still enjoying it. So you win some, you lose some, I don't know. I'm enjoying that all over. And that's my sort of summer easy go-to situation right now. I will link everything I used in the description box below. Again, I'm switching through, I'm doing like a version of this with different products every day, like a different shimmer on the lid, a different kind of nudie, tan, color in the crease. So, you know, the exact products don't matter, but I have been really enjoying this for summer days, and I just wanted to chat with you guys. So if you enjoyed this, you can subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks.